I'm all about personal growth, self-discovery, and making the most out of life. I'm a very confident queen, a social media manager, a nurse, and a savvy babe. Hi guys, my name is Holyandhood, and I just finished cooking at the TCO podcast. Let's eat.
Hi guys, welcome back to TCO podcast. It's another Friday, so it's another good day because you guys already know the drill. We're back with another episode, and as you can see, today is not just another day. Today is not just another episode. We have a guest with us, and today I'll be introducing to you the one and only, my one and only Holy and Hood. Can I get a shout out? Can I get So how do you feel, my guest, to be on the TCO podcast today?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm quite shy, even though I don't know what can see my face.
Like, I don't know why my guests always say, oh, they're shy.
Don't know. I feel like I don't know why I'm shy. I'm just shy. You guys, I'm happy to be here. Hi Chidera. The podcast is very amazing. I'm sorry. I enjoy listening to them.
Can you imagine? Oh my god, you guys don't know what she did. You don't need to know what she did, but okay.
Well, you guys, I'm very happy to be here. Finally, I get to be featured. Thank God.
Finally. Okay, so Holy and Hood. Like, how did that name come about? Like, each time I see, like, I love it so much. Holy and Hood, oh my god, Holy and Hood is coming. My sister asked me, what are you saying? Oh, sorry, my friend Dorcas is coming. So what exactly, how did the name come about?
Okay.
Holy and Hood.
Okay, Holy and
Hood. Like
Hood.
Your name on socials and all that.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically my name on socials. Some people know me as Staying Dorcas. But Holy and Hood, it just describes my personality. I'm a Jesus babe, and then that's for the holy part. Like, I have strong values in Christianity. I believe in God and all of that. You know, I live my life as a Christian. Then Hood, I'm still like, I'm a babe. Did you get? That's just it. Yes, I'm
like
a babe.
The best of both worlds, a mixture.
Yes, a mixture.
That kind of thing.
Yes.
I can be this and I can be feisty.
Yeah.
I can be this and I can be that.
Yeah, exactly.
I really love the whole vibe surrounding it. Love to see it.
Thank you.
So Dorcas, today, like, I don't know, for this episode, I wanted to do an episode about what small wins are, you know, and celebrating them.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So before I go into that, what was like the last big thing that happened to you? What was like the biggest thing that happened to you recently? Like a big win, something that you get recently. Like, what's your biggest win recently, or what's your biggest win? I don't say in your life because I feel like we have a lot of wins.
Yeah, we have a lot of wins.
So like recently, what's that one win that stands out so much for you?
Well, recently I would say it is embracing and learning from the challenges of being an adult. You know, like, I'm an adult now. I live alone in Lagos. My family is not in Lagos. I work alone in Lagos. So, like, being able to navigate the life of adulthood, you know, like, I've had lots of challenges, some of which you know about. Yeah, so that's like, and then I'm not mad.
Actually.
So, like, I still go to work. I still attend to you know, my patients. I'm able to balance
everything.
Yeah, so like that's like my recent
win. And like, when you think about it, it's like, nah, you won. Like, this is exactly. This is like literally a big win.
Exactly.
That's good. Okay, you know, when I asked you, I was thinking it was going to be something like, oh my god, recently I got my first salary. Okay, I don't know. Like, you know how, I don't know, something of that sort. Or maybe like, oh, recently, not like, you know, the whole adulthood thing is like a general thing, like, I'm winning. So I thought it's going to be like a really specific thing, because I was then about to ask you, like, when you have a big win, what do you do to celebrate yourself? Like, to reward yourself? Like, let's say I pass an exam, and then next thing I'm doing is that I'm going to get myself ice cream or get myself a good gift. So what do you do when, you know, a big win happens to you?
I feel it's relative. Some of the wins, I don't celebrate them.
Yeah.
And it might be very big, but like, it depends. Do you get? Some of them I don't celebrate, some of them I do. Sometimes I celebrate by sleeping, sometimes I celebrate by buying myself something.
Yeah.
You get, like, sometimes when I get my salary, even when I know that, oh yeah, in this Tinubu's economy, like, nah, it won't, like, I have to be very judicious with my spending. But sometimes I tell myself, no, you have to spend this money on yourself. So, like, it depends
On the win.
Yes,
or
yes,
depends on your mood.
it depends. No, it depends on my mood, and then it also depends on the win. Do you get? Then in school, once I pass my exams, I have that very huge relief. Like, the burden has been taken away.
Yeah.
So most times I celebrate by, like, I go and get, like, food, especially ice cream. Do you get? So, like, I get food, then I go out. Do you get? So, but now, like, I won't say that in school then, like, I didn't have other things that I was winning at, but, like, that was, like, a major one for me. Do you get? Now in life, like, there are other things I'm, like, I'm winning at.
I feel like every day and every outside school, the wins are now kind of not fixed to a box.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
there are different things you can consider as a win.
Yeah, exactly. The small ones, the big ones.
Like, everything is suddenly a win.
Yeah.
So far you are breathing, like you said, Omo, you are winning. Because
exactly.
doing this adulthood thing is just...
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
So back to what you said, like, based on your mood, but there are people out there actually that don't see a reason to celebrate their wins. Like, there is always, like, it's never enough.
I feel like it's because they make themselves overwhelmed with life, with the challenges of life. So, like, once they see that they are able to get past this hurdle, the next thing they are thinking on how to
the next hurdle.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's so like, it's such a thing. Like, just imagine, most of us, we prayed for a particular life, and we're actually living in that life. So there was a time where you wanted to start working in your profession, and you're like, oh my god, after I pass all this exam, you finally get there. And then you finally get there, and it's like, oh, we've gotten there. Like, you get, what's the next thing?
Exactly.
So there's no pause to actually calm down
and think.
You're not where you used to be. Like, you're not the same place you used to be. So what do you think you're going to, like, say in general for that kind of thing? Like, how can we handle that sort of thing, if you get what I mean?
I feel like, as human beings, we should love and celebrate ourselves. Like, sometimes we should just reflect. Do you get? We should we should have the habit of thanking ourselves. In as much as we give glory to God, we give glory to our family members, we should also, like, yes, I did this. Do you get? We should learn how to love. We should learn how to celebrate ourselves, because it's not easy. Like, in life, there's no templates. You get, like, what works for one person might not work for you. So, like, the fact that you're able to do this thing with whatever help you got, you should also give yourself credit too. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So the small things, you should not look at only the big things, the things that people see to celebrate. You should look at the small things that you're able to do. Things like, maybe, like, picking up a new hobby, going to the gym, staying consistent with it, reading a book, or even being disciplined in like,
so true.
Yes, you should learn to, like, oh yes, I was able to do this. So that's what I think. That's my take on that.
Not you spitting wisdom, looking all wise.
That's a win.
So basically, I actually do feel, so when I actually started learning about small wins, because I just feel like I was so invested in how I appeared on the outside. Like, am I like
meeting people's standards?
Like, am I, having a new, how what's I say what we're doing, but how you have different qualifications. Like, do I have all those qualifications? Like, I always saw wins as what people did see. So it hits me sometime in 2022. It hit me so when I even had to write about it. I'll be sharing that later. And then I'm like, I was going through some things, and I found myself actually progressing in my own way through those things. Like, normally, I'm a soft baby by nature. So I'm not used to any kind of, stress and all. So I was kind of, like, experiencing some stresses in school, but school stress now, probably due to some courses and everything. Then I saw myself actually grow through those things. What I mean grow through those things, like I handled the situation better, basically. Like, I had to evaluate myself with like, Chidera, you're not the same person. Like this is not the same person like you are. So and just because people were not seeing results, like they are not seeing probably a graduation gown or probably something big, I just thought it was nothing. Then I had to learn it aggressively. Like I'm not really going to wait for everybody to see the big picture. I'm going to celebrate myself in this moment because there are things that exist off camera. There are things that exist like off camera what people don't actually see, not like what they don't see on social media, what I don't share. Like there are things I'm actually going through, and those are small wins.
Exactly, even the internal ones.
Yeah, like, the internal ones.
Yeah, exactly.
You get so I learned in a very aggressive way to celebrate myself always.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so you can't keep waiting for a big picture or the one everybody approves of to be happy. Those hidden tears, those hidden things that you face, so you need to celebrate yourself for every moment.
Exactly.
So Dorcas, what do you classify as a small win? For me, like I had my small win last year. An episode. What's an episode? Well, basically, a small win last year when I started learning how to make pap. When I learned how to make pap finally, and when people hear, they're like, "Oh my god, are you serious?" But before then, my story was lumpy pap, like so much lumps inside. So when I finally knew the hack, the hot water hack, and I was just, there's no stopping me, guys. So that's like,
tell me that after this episode. Because like sometimes I get
because you don't like that thing. It's basically hot water and the grace of God. You need to always say prayer. Oh my god. So what's like your small wins basically?
Okay, my small wins, I would say the first one is my career upgrade.
Okay.
The things that I have learned, the things that I have had to unlearn.
Okay.
From where I was last year as a nurse to where
you are this
now,
year.
Things I have learned in this hospital. The fact that now I have to be more responsible.
Yeah, like you're actually working.
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
actually a nurse.
Yeah, and getting out of my comfort zone every day under rain. Rain has
this Lagos. Oh my god.
I have, in fact, I don't even want to go into
I've danced with the rain.
Yeah.
Do you know that High School Musical thing where Troy and Gabriella were dancing in the rain? I was dancing alone. Basically, me and the rain. It was so bad. Oh my god.
So like that career upgrade, now I feel very responsible.
Yeah.
So that's a win for me. Some people get out of school. I have people that have gotten out of school the same time as I did, and they are not even
Yeah.
So like I'm very grateful for
that.
Yeah. So also meeting you. I would say meeting you.
Oh my god.
Yes, meeting you is a win for me. Like not everyone is lucky when it comes to friendship. Like
you guys, I'm not blushing. I'm not smiling. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speech. Yeah. So like, I'm very grateful. I met her. I'm very grateful that she allowed me to have space and corner and stay with me. So that's a win for me. What else should I classify as a win? God.
Yeah, your relationship with God.
Relationship with God. Before it wasn't excellent, but it gets better day by day.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get up every day and just get on with your life without acknowledging.
Yeah.
Now, like, I try to be very conscious. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. That's
day.
good.
So yeah, that's a win for me. I have been consistent.
Yeah.
So like, I'm very grateful
for that.
So what else? The rest of them, I've not yet one at them.
Yeah.
It's just in my head.
Just in your head.
Yeah.
But like one thing I noticed about your wins is that you actually acknowledge these things. Because there's some people who probably have left school. They are basically not in that phase of life again. They're probably doing their internship or they're actually working, but they don't even see any win. Like, do you get, like, I love the fact that you're able to look at these small seemingly moments and still see something big. You talked about, your career. You even talked about your relationship with God. Some people, they feel like they're not growing because they are not hearing the Holy Spirit like Pastor Debo.
I'm not there yet.
Do you get, like, you're consistent, you're devotional. If you feel good after that, that's already a win. Even with, the good people that you're meeting in your life, that's a win. Do you understand? Like, people do not sometimes you forget, like you're so caught up with results that you forget the process. And I just love the fact that you're embracing the process as well. I feel like with that, I think I also have like a lot of wins in terms of this adulting thing in general. Like that is a big win. They should give all of us an award.
In this Tinubu
For
sector,
real.
people that are adults in this Tinubu sector
Economy
are different from adults in those days.
Honestly.
Yeah, so it's not
Like
easy.
honestly. So yeah, that's the thing about us. Like we forget the process. Like it could be school, even people in school, it could be you're not in the same level again. Even people that are trying to get into school, like basically recognize your wins. Like you're not where you used to be.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Healthy
Relationship, like sometimes you just you have new set of friends, people that are actually helping your life. Like there's so much to be grateful. We just need to look for it. This reminds me so much about what people say, oh, it's about the little things and all that. What exactly are the little things to you? Like they say, oh, it's about the little things, about the big things. Recognize little things. What of us that don't know what the little things are? So what exactly do you think these little things are? Like the little things, yeah.
Okay.
What do you see as
Little things like a hobby. Maybe you're able to start a new hobby. You get on doing something really different. Maybe reading a book, signing for a gym membership class. You get finding a new circle, waking up every day. Your friends, your family, having people you can run back to. Those are the little things. Having food on your table.
Real.
Some people have money,
real.
But like they are not even the money. They are using the money to. The money is for something else. I've heard of stories where people have money, but they don't even look like they have the money. So like because they are not able to use the money for themselves. So yeah, those are the little things. Little things.
Like it would also be like your family, a place to call home, like your friends, basically. Little things you don't see, the food and what's on your table. Yeah. And I feel when we're more in tune or connected to these little things, we're able to be grateful about life. Like those ones are wins that you didn't merit on your own. God just gave you those wins and all that. So yeah. So I was really introduced to small wins in a very aggressive way. Like I said, I even had to write about it if you heard earlier. So I'm going to be sharing, what I wrote back in the day. So it says, we're tricked to believe that everything in life is always about the big picture or that big break. We're totally blinded by the lie that we are only expected to be happy when that big break finally comes. Why? We forget that there's also life before that big break, that there's still life in the rain, and it holds a lot of pain, strength, and growth that only you may know. The question is why? Why brush up these tiny wins like they're nothing, all because you're waiting to fit into the big picture that the world approves of? Learn to acknowledge those private big breakthroughs while you wait for the public ones. The saying goes, celebrate yourself, not some parts of yourself, but all of yourself. Every minute and gigantic detail of your life is worth celebrating. Like, yeah. And I feel this just talks about the whole process to getting to where you want to be. So just because you're not there and it's not stamped that I'm a graduate or I'm finally in school or I'm finally married, there's a process. A process could be finally have a boyfriend after 5 years.
Or even like I just thought of something.
Yeah.
People who face body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Being able to accept your body.
Accept yourself. Out there.
That's a win.
Like nobody knows your story. Like celebrate yourself because not only you know how you really be. Like people see you and they're like, oh my god, why is she so confident? Oh my god, she's so full of herself. They don't know how you got there, my god. Like so celebrate yourself. Like literally, you're the only person, probably God knows how it literally is with you. No one really knows it. They know, oh, maybe she probably struggled with something, but they don't know the process. They don't know how much you cried at night. They don't know how much you struggled to get there. So nobody will actually celebrate you the way you would celebrate yourself because now you know how you really be. To be honest. So that's the concept of small wins. Like learn to give yourself a tap on the back. Like at the end of the day, you're your biggest fan. You're like the biggest cheerleader you have. So the longest relationship you have is the one you have with yourself. Imagine if it's not the best. Chidera 2024. Like imagine if it's toxic.
I'm learning. That makes so much
You get
sense.
so you need to try your best. Like, know yourself, celebrate yourself. It's very important to celebrate yourself. And I don't think it's a lot to celebrate yourself. I'm not saying okay, even if some people believe in social media, so they come up and they're like, oh, I love myself so much. If that is it, fine. I just think it's basically about what you tell yourself.
Yeah, the word.
The word you tell yourself, that's what it
Well
is at the
done.
end of the day. How you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
No.
It's not. So yeah. So I think yeah. I think that's it for this episode. I feel we've done justice to it. I feel like for Dorcas, we talked about how, being a nurse in this new phase of working as a nurse, what it has taught you. Me think no, huh? I will leave it. And relationship with God, like these are things that we should just believe the process is celebrate yourself through the process before you get there. So, Dorcas, do you have like a 2 cents to give us? Anything, a take-home blessing, something like that?
I mean, she has said everything. Like she has literally said everything. Or I'll just say that there's no template in life.
Yeah.
So what works for others might not work for you.
Yeah.
So you do something and it works for you. Be happy about it. A big win. Your wins does not have to be the type where everyone in society agrees.
Yeah.
One should just feel that I was struggling with this thing and then I have been able to
Overcome it. It's
celebrate
something.
it, no matter how small it is.
Yeah.
So that's just basically it.
That's on full stop. And as usual, guys, we have finally come to the end of the TCO podcast. Thank you so much for sticking with us. You already know the drill. Please, thank you so much for listening. If you've gotten here, it means you really listened. Do share this to a loved one. Let's try to celebrate ourselves better. So share this to someone you love so they can know about small wins and why they need to be celebrated. See you guys same time next week. Bye.